o'clock. I'm Mark Steffen.
I can't tell because you got a mask on. Oh, I'm Michael Mandel. My daughter got this for me for Father's Day. It's from Steve Colbert. What does it say?
It says, be your own president.
See?
Presidential looking.
Yes, it's got a seal and everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to drink with this.
It sure will.
But you don't care. You just, yours is partially paper anyway. Just pour it in. So, wow. And it's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
So the Italian Buck, which you saw, it was not the Italian Buick. Who's the Italian Buck? Is it Sylvester Stallone? I don't know.
He's a stallion.
He's something. Anyway, it's very Italian. It's good for the summer. It's made with Cynar, which you guys are getting used to seeing me use. It's the aperitif, as well as Amaro made with artichoke hearts. And Montenegro Amaro, which is in every Italian restaurant. There's millions of Amaros in Italy, but everyone's got Montenegro, and it's my wife's favorite. And
this is a bottle of vodka that I found. It's called Platinum 7X.
And we're not using that.
And we're not using it.
Because Mark already finished it. And it's made out of plastic. 7 times plastic.
Yeah.
So this should be a good summer drink because in a way it's like, people love gin and tonic. This is not it. This is a light alcohol drink with ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Ginger beer. And
Can you get ginger beer in most stores?
Yes, you can. Even there's a store called Albertsons. Do you ever hear of Albertsons?
Oh, yeah, Al.
He's a great guy.
Joe Albertson, I believe his name is.
Who?
Joe Albertson.
Yeah.
It's Joe Albertson.
Joe.
Supermarket.
Anyway, you do this in a tall glass with a lot of ice. So it's like a iced tea, or what we like even better is the good old gin and tonic. This is interesting. I haven't even had this yet, so that's really good. So it's 3/4 of an ounce of, as I say, fresh lime juice. Double that amount of the 2 Amaros. The Montenegro is a warmer Amaro, so 1.5 ounces. And you don't have to worry about getting drunk because they're only 30% alcohol. Not that you're worried about getting drunk. Are you?
No, I'm never.
Okay,
I never worry
about that. And what I say, and Cynar.
Cynar.
So Cynar, once again, is my old roommate's least favorite alcohol.
Can you buy that in stores around here?
Yes, if you go to Kelly's.
Okay.
A lot of things you can only get at Kelly's, but they're worth getting. And I think that's it, man. There's like 3 things in this. It's a simple drink, and since my memory serves me poorly, and of course, now you get to shake it.
Did you put the beer in?
Huh?
Did you put the ginger beer
No,
in?
you put the beer in on top of it,
Ah.
and I knew that was a 4th thing, but yes. So you get it nice and cold.
Yeah.
I don't have too many ice cubes here. They mostly melted while I was waiting for you to start, And
It's a hot day, and we're under the hot light.
Yes, it's 100 degrees or more all week, so that's what we got to work with. We have a good show for you. Stay tuned. Oh, we're not leaving. We're just having our drink poured. Great color, right? Brown.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like beer.
Brownish.
Yeah. Well, Montenegro and Cynar are very brown. Ooh, I might have forgotten to wash this. I don't know. And fill it up with 3 ounces. Tell me when it's 3 ounces.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Thank you.
And cheers.
Sounds good.
Looks like iced tea. Kind of mostly ginger beery.
Musty.
Ginger beery. Could be relaxing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's actually sweeter than I expected.
Isn't everything? Everything is sweet now. If you can taste sweetness and smell things, it means you don't have COVID. It's a test.
I suppose so.
Yeah, so
That's true. Now, Michael, you're supposed to be out of town next week, right? We're going to have to get a
We got to see.
co-host for you.
Yes. So raise your hand if you want to be on the show.
Now,
Many of you watch the show, and I know you're angling to get in. This is your opportunity to sit next to the plexiglass that's between me and Mark.
yes. And you're going to be gone for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then,
Or 4 weeks because.
then you have to quarantine for two weeks.
Once I get there.
And once you get back.
And I have to quarantine apparently in Massachusetts.
Oh, well.
And then, but we're only going there for like a week and a half.
You have to sneak out of town.
I don't know what's going to happen.
So when you come back, you're supposed to quarantine for 2 weeks. That's the new state
That's true.
law.
Barb's
if you leave
already,
the state.
Barb's all ready for that. She can work from the office.
Can she?
Yeah.
How
I mean,
can
from
she-
the house.
How can she go to court?
There is no court anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody's doing court. It's all on Zoom court or whatever.
I see.
But she can work from her office at home
Yeah.
on her computer.
Right. Yeah, the governor mandated a 14-day quarantine.
So we'll have to get a new house so I could have someplace to live during the day. You know?
So even if you just go to Texas, El Paso and back, you're supposed to quarantine for 2 weeks. So we could go to Anthony, New Mexico, don't have to quarantine. You take 2 steps into Anthony, Texas, now you've got to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but you can only do that on leap year, right? Because Anthony is leap year.
It's leap year
city.
capital of the
Yeah.
world. Yeah. And well, right now the COVID-19 is responsible for 132,000 American deaths.
It's a lot of deaths.
And there's 3 million confirmed cases in the U.S. You know there's more than that. They just haven't been confirmed. People aren't getting tested like they should.
Some people show little signs, but a lot of people have weird conditions afterwards.
Well,
You can't tell.
there's a lapse of the stay-at-home order.
A lapse?
And that's why, it's blooming, it's blossoming
Well,
still.
the bad part is when you don't stay at home, you end up in a bar with a bunch of people breathing down your throat.
Yes, and lots of asymptomatic people are spreading it. They don't even know they have it.
Who knows?
It's
Easy to get tested. The state health department on Solano and was it Walnut?
Solano and Spruce.
Spruce changes nuts.
You go in there to get tested?
Yeah, you don't have to go in there. There's a car thing there.
Oh, okay.
And I hear it's very easy.
Yeah, so get tested for what Donald Trump called the Kung flu, the Chinese virus.
Yes. Speaking of, are you doing a segue here? I thought you were doing a segue to Korean leaders.
No, not yet.
No, not
That's
yet.
later.
You should plan your segues a lot earlier. Not on the hoof.
Have you been to the Hatch Chili Festival, Mike?
Once, you go there once, it's a very dusty place, isn't it?
Out in the open.
It's
yeah,
hot. It's
I went there
hot.
once, and
Man,
once was enough for me.
now you don't have to worry about going.
But that's true because they've canceled it.
A lot of people bought their bushels of chili. I don't think you did. You had a special deal where you get your chili someplace else, right?
I get it up there. I go
Do
to-
you?
Yeah, I get it in Hatch.
Do you go pick your own? That's always fun. It's like pick your own chili, like you pick your own apples or pick your
I
own
usually go to
cherries.
Gillies. He's right there, right when you get off the interstate. It's the first one on your right.
It's in an airport, isn't it? Oh no, the chili festival was in an airport. But
Yeah, I was out at the airport for a while. No, Gillies Chili.
Gillies Chilies?
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing you can remember that. Is there a pneumatic device for you to remember it?
No, but they have a sign there.
Oh.
And they roast it right there for you while you wait. Hot, medium, or mild. They also have red chili sauce that they make.
Sounds good.
Onions.
Here you have problems distinguishing between red and green. Especially when you order. Did you have trouble at signs?
Yeah, we talked about that last week. I ordered
Is that over?
red enchiladas, and I got home, and they were green enchiladas. So this time, I went there yesterday.
Some restaurant workers are colorblind. I don't think you should be prejudiced against that.
I said, I it was finally my turn to pull up to the window, and I said, "What's my order?"
What's your order?
I want to make sure he knew what my order was, so I got the right one, and he told me what it was. I said, "Are you sure? Did you check?"
Did you check?
Well, by that time, it's already in the bag, and he's
So you
handing it
can't
out
check
the
it.
window. So I checked. I made people behind me wait while I opened up
You
everything.
did? And it was okay.
It was okay. No.
Did you also get your COVID test there? Because while you're walking by, they just stick the
That'd be
Q-tip-
nice, right up my...
Stick the Q-tip up your nose
And then they stir the sauce.
with the Q-tip.
Yeah.
Well, it's your sauce, so it'll work.
Yes. Now, how about the
What do you got there?
New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo? Have you ever been to that?
When I lived in Albuquerque,
Did you go to it?
yeah, it's a big place, man.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's huge. They even have horse racing there.
They do. They do.
Yeah. That's canceled.
Well, who would have guessed that? Really, everything's pretty much
Everything's
canceled unless you can do the state fair by Zoom.
I haven't gotten word yet, though, if the Southern New Mexico State Fair is canceled or not.
Do you want to guess on that one?
That's usually in October,
Well,
when it's not quite so hot.
yeah, but still, it's this disease is heating up. More people are getting it because people are playing around.
Remember they
we
said-
had a bunch of events that people want to
Remember
get
they
together.
said, oh, when the when the
the
weather
heat
heats
came
up, the virus will go away.
Right.
It's getting worse and worse every day.
Because everybody goes out. Did you watch any fireworks? There were fireworks.
There were fireworks. They were at the north end of the dam.
And we were at someplace in Sonoma Ranch, and we saw them. They
I
were
bet.
good. Yeah. They were good, except for the houses in the way.
Well, I couldn't see. I have trees in the way. Had
So
I
you
known,
couldn't see them anyway.
Had I known where they were going to fire them, I could have walked to a certain vantage point.
Had you had a helicopter and drove all around the city, you would have seen where the trucks were stopped.
Well, they kept it secret because they didn't want a bunch of people converging there. To
It would
close.
be kind of hard to converge on the dam. It's one little.
Yeah. Well, there's an open area there
Yeah, I guess you
where
could
there
do
used to be a building, and there was just parking space there,
Well,
and people could park at the hotel.
you could have also driven around until you got close to it. It was on for a couple, 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
But seen one fireworks, seen them all.
You can watch them.
That's
on
how I feel
TV.
about trees.
Trees.
See one, seen them all. So that was the exciting thing. So we were going to go out to Amador,
Yes.
and
For dinner.
yes, and called it off because they had to clean up.
Had to sanitize because somebody.
Had to sanitize. It's open again, and we ended up at the good old Sunset Grill, and that was pretty darn good. Very, very secluded.
So they had the table 6 feet apart.
They had people more than 6 feet apart. I mean, no matter what the table situation was. Less tables, less people, good spacing, good food. It's really good to be in a good restaurant.
What'd you order?
Well, I got the scallops, and everybody else got lobster. And there were 400 people there, so that's a lot of lobster.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And
You don't like this drink? Are you getting used to this drink?
Yeah, I am. Is the golf course open?
Yeah, I think people have been playing on all the golf courses.
They might as well. That's the safest place to
They
be.
have restrictions, I believe.
No more than 4 to a party or something like that?
And everybody has to have their own cart.
Oh, you can't walk.
No, you could walk. Who walks? It's 100 degrees out there.
Oh, it's true. But you know what they say about golf. A good walk ruined.
Yes. Oh, so what are the restaurants around? Well, Salute is pretty good still. They're all pretty good.
Like I said, I had a nice birthday dinner at D.H. Lescomb's in Mesilla. And because it was my birthday, I got a free dessert.
Woo-hoo.
I chose the cheesecake. I split it with Alice.
Who's she?
And she was the one paying for dinner.
Oh. You're treated because it was your birthday.
We always treat each other on our birthdays, you know.
Good idea. That's a tradition.
And she likes that restaurant too. She loves their.
They have a lot of good things.
Their
We have
meat.
to go to break while Mark clears his throat and thinks about more regulations in New Mexico.
We'll be right back after these words.
And after this drink.
Hi, you found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here. Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
Welcome back to the CoronaCast.
Ice.
Here on the,
Very important.
on the Las Cruces channel. This is Double Talk.
The CoronaCast, now that's where we are?
It's the CoronaCast.
Yeah, because we know everything. We got all the
That's
news.
why we have our mascot.
We got Fauci in our back pocket. That's how good we are. So we're going to start off with the second variation, or the first variation on the drink, which is made with the same chinar, but with a different Amaro. This Amaro is called Ramazzotti. And you could actually, this bottle I think I bought at Toucan
Okay.
4 years ago. Or less, I don't know.
I must say, it looks pretty sweet.
It's
From where I sit.
It looks like Montenegro, but it is. It's actually the first Amaro I had in Italy. Just because I like the name, Ramazzotti. So go into Toucan, ask for Ramazzotti. And by now, I'm sure everybody who watches the show has their own bottle of Chinar. Don't you think?
So I go, we were talking about if you go to Texas
Do you?
and come back, you have to quarantine for 14 days. That's car travel.
Yes.
That's the only way to get from here to Texas. So anybody who flies into New Mexico
What?
also has to quarantine
I'm going to be flying into Mexico.
for 2 weeks. New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yes, you're going to fly out and fly back in.
Yes, and the place I'm going also makes you quarantine for 2 weeks, and we're only going for a week and a half, so it's going to be tough. You know,
I have to say, what's that over there? And when they
Yeah.
look, you
Yeah.
run out of town.
you haven't been here for 2 weeks. It's okay. I'll go spend the next 2 weeks in New Mexico.
Well, you're going that way anyway.
Yeah, that's here. We have absolutely no more ice cubes for our glasses.
We don't. It's hot.
It's hot in here. That's why I'm wearing my sunglasses.
No.
Yeah. Here, move your glass a little closer. I don't want to get into your half of the
I know.
screen here.
Oh, well,
It's
I'll sneak it
dangerous,
over onto
man.
your
It's
half.
dangerous. It's dangerous. I can give you one ice cube shard. Same color.
It sounds good.
It's like beer, like a dark stout.
It is without the foam.
But it's got a little foam.
Oh, there's no head on it.
There will be, because I'm putting in 3 ounces of, this is Gosling's ginger beer. Gosling's is, you can try lots of ginger beers, but Gosling's is one of the best.
Oh, you like that one the best? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And that's also at Toucan, and probably at Kelly's. And what is ginger beer known for now as a drink? Moscow Mules.
Moscow Mules, that's right. That's how many ingredients are in a Moscow Mule? 3?
3, if you put I think you just squirt some lime in it. It's vodka, but
Which tastes different for sure.
oh my. It's kind of fruity.
I do. I kind of like it the better.
Kind of fruity, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, hey, the first one I got from the famous book called The Cocktail Chronicles, which is actually a great book by Paul Clark. Might as well read your books. And he comes up with some great stuff, and he does Imbibe magazine. I'll have to write him a letter.
You subscribe to Imbibe magazine, don't you?
Yes, I do. That's how we first learned about the San Antonio Cocktail Conference, which may or may not be happening this year.
What's your guess?
May not. Although it's Texas, so you don't know.
That's right.
They might let it go. They go, sure, but just don't drink somebody else's cocktail. Oh, taste this. No,
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't taste somebody else's
Texas
cocktail.
had quite a lapse of the stay-home order.
So what were we going to discuss? What did we forget?
Well, the mayor,
the mayor.
the governor has her law mandate
Yes.
about wearing a mask in public. Well, the mayor came up with his mask order to outdo her. Her fine was $100. His fine for not doing it is $500.
He knows money, man. No, his isn't it $100 for the first offense up to $500?
$100 per incident.
Right.
Up to $500.
Up to $500, so it's still $100.
And that's if a business permits somebody to come in without a mask, they're fined $100 at least.
So I was at Walmart this weekend, I believe, and we wore masks. Because I'm getting kind of used to walking around with a mask.
Uh-huh.
And they count you when you go in there on their little books.
Because they can only have so many in
there's
there.
one guy who walked in without a mask, and you wonder, should you say something? But if you've read the papers, you start talking to people about their masks, and you end up with a mask of fisticuffs.
It's up to the store to regulate things like that.
Or you just stay away from the people who don't have masks,
Well,
or walk behind them. What do you think about swimming pools? The swimming pools are open in Las Cruces.
Are they?
And you're supposed to call to make an appointment, and you have to only swim in your lane with your appointment, and they're allowing that.
well,
It's exercise, and I've been to the gym recently.
you don't have to wear a mask while exercising.
No, because it's kind of hard. Although when I'm on the treadmill and the elliptical, I still wear a mask until I can't breathe anymore. Then I fall over and pass out, and then I get back up and start again.
Well, depending on the thickness of your mask, you're actually breathing in your own carbon dioxide. And you breathe in enough of that, and you could get lightheaded.
Yeah, but it's your carbon dioxide, not somebody else's carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is what makes plants grow, so why doesn't it make you grow? I don't know. Yeah, so I do wear my mask while I'm exercising, but nobody else in the gym does, and they don't even walk. I think they walk in with a mask, almost everybody. But as soon as they're in, they take
Right.
it out, and they walk between machines, and they say wipe your machine before and after, which I do.
Do they sanitize it?
Well, you are sanitizing it.
With what?
They have a spray, and
Oh,
then
they have
you
it.
put it on a lot of those paper towels all over the place. You wipe the handles. You keep doing that.
Yes.
They come around occasionally to sanitize, but I don't think that's really.
Well, if you go to a restaurant, and they're now open, you can walk in with the mask on.
Right.
They'll seat you, then you can take the mask off to eat. If you get up to go to the bathroom, you have to put the mask back on to walk
Which is
around.
good. You don't want to start breathing around people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your breath that could be bad. It could be theirs. Not bad. I'm not saying bad breath. I'm
Well-
just saying toxic.
Well, it could be suicidal to
Why should you
not
do it?
do these orders.
Yeah.
And as a segue, New Mexico,
I love segues.
the suicide rate in New Mexico is the highest in the nation, which is a sad thing to say. Per capita, we're the highest in the nation.
Luckily, we don't have that many capitas, so it's not that many people. It's
No.
450 people, right? That's what it was.
It's rising.
456.
It's rising.
Well, it can't go down.
It's totally rising.
It can't go down. So remember what Smokey the Bear says. Only you can prevent suicide. Because it's your
Literally.
decision.
Literally. Now, Kim Jong-un,
I do.
he's the head of North Korea.
Is he okay?
He hasn't been heard from in weeks.
Well, I don't get my mail for 4 days, so.
He's either dead or very ill, too ill to run the country. Allegedly, he's been seen in the hospital. They couldn't tell if he was dead or alive for sure, but he looked dead.
Was he walking?
No, he was
Oh, and on bed?
laying in bed. And so now his sister, who's more of a hard ass than he is running the country. Temporarily, anyway. And she hates the U.S. much worse than he did.
He loved Trump.
Yes, well, there would be no love affair between her and Trump, I'll guarantee you
Yeah, I don't
that.
think there's going to be a love affair
She's
between
already
those two.
threatened to destroy the U.S.
Actually, I'm getting, I'm watching her on the TV because we see what's going on
Yeah.
there. Those eyes are like shooting arrows. They're
Oh.
shooting arrows. They're dangerous eyes.
Absolutely.
But that's okay. You got to be a hard nose to be a woman in politics.
That's true. You know who Ennio Morricone is?
I know who he was.
He's a great film composer.
He was.
Composed hundreds of movies.
Yes.
For everybody
Music.
from Sergio Leone to Quentin Tarantino. He died this week.
He was 91.
Yeah. And
Charlie
Daniels passed away this week as well.
I don't love country music, but he was sort of blues country. He was really good. Didn't he do the Devil?
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. He got really famous in the movie Urban Cowboy. And that put him on the map because his band was in the movie.
It was pretty good.
And so and we're going to go out on some of his music.
We're going to go out on it?
Here we are.
Oh, we're going to get another notice from Facebook. Oh, we have 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, could you sing us a song, Mark? Can you sing us The Devil Went Down to Georgia?
I'll leave that up to Charlie Daniels.
So let's see, we're not going to State Fair. You're thinking of new people to get to fill in for me for the next 2 weeks.
Yes. We need to fill in guest host for 2 weeks. I already have one lined up.
Do you?
Yeah. Julia Louisa Smith.
Oh, she's going to do it? Good.
Said she would. I haven't given her the dates yet.
Well, her brother, Greg Smith, might do it too.
Her brother.
Oh, how many Smiths can there be?
Yeah, it's an odd name.
I know. I mean, that's a weird name. Nobody, do you know any blacksmiths around here? No. Maybe Bob Divin is a blacksmith because he does all sorts of weird
That's
things.
true, he is.
But that would be the only Smith that's around here that's not a Greg or Julia Louise.
I know a silversmith.
Really? Is he Jewish? Well, anyway, hope to see you in 2 weeks. Hope I get back.
You mean 4 weeks, Michael? 4 weeks. You have to shelter in place
am
for
I
2
going to
weeks.
be? Oh, okay. I'm not doing a show for the next 4 weeks total.
If you have to quarantine,
I have
state
to
law, you have to
quarantine.
quarantine.
But what does quarantine mean? You're in the same spot. I'm in
have
the
to
same
stay-
spot for 30 minutes here, man.
Does it mean you can't drive anywhere if you're quarantining? Or does it mean you can't
First
leave
of all,
the state?
everybody had quarantines. People had stay in shelter, but they let you go out to buy food. All the liquor stores weren't open, but any place you get liquor was open, theoretically. Walgreens, Walmart.
Yeah.
So
Albertsons.
if that's a quarantine, yeah, Albertsons.
So maybe we'll let you back for 2 weeks of quarantine.
I need a vacation. This is so much work. The preparation I do for this show is incredible. I had to cut those limes myself.
Yes, our production assistant is quarantining.
I know. So I think our 2 minutes are done, and it's time to say toodly-doo.
Down the hatch.
Not that I could really tell, but this drink is pretty good, huh?
It's not
The
bad.
Ramazzotti. It's fruitier.
We don't usually have a drink this large in volume.
Most of that volume is soda water, so that doesn't count. You're not going to get drunk on the Moscow Mule ingredient.
That's true.
So did you like your 7-time distilled vodka?
I liked it. It wasn't that much better than
Or worse?
vodka half its price.
You think that the number of times it's distilled makes it better, but that's not necessarily true. It's what kind of water you make it with, as well as the type of thing you make it from. It could be made from wheat, it could be made from corn.
Well, the bottle
Mostly not potato. Potato vodka is a whole different world. Maybe we should do a potato vodka show.
I don't think they make that in the U.S., do they?
He was willing to make a deal. When he
think
came
so.
across
Kettle
this
One?
young man
Is that
sawing on the
potato?
fiddle and playing it
No,
hot,
Kettle One
and the devil jumped
Kettle
on
One
the
is
English
made
drums
in
and, boy, let me tell you
Amsterdam.
what.
Thanks for
I
joining
guess
us,
you
folks.
didn't know it,
See
but I'm
you
a
soon.
fiddle
Stay
player
well.
too.
Drink well.
And if you care to